Good morning, this is Andrew Mount. It is Sunday the 19th of January. That's a lie. I'm actually recording this on Saturday morning before Saturday's racing, so I could actually be a millionaire at this time and be wasting my time recording this video, but that remains to be seen. So a couple of interesting cards in Britain on Sunday. We've got Wolverhampton and Ayr, a rare Sunday outing for Wolverhampton. And we've got Thurles in Ireland, where they've got a good card, and Thurles is where I'm going to go for an additional bet, as well as a few suggestions at Ayr. Now the 320, the 2.5 mile Grade 2 Mares Novices Chase, is the race that interests me, and in particular a horse called Augusta Gold. Now this one comes here on the back of 3 second placed efforts, but before that did win over course and distance in Maiden Chase Company. Now she's the 7-to-1 third favourite, behind the 6-to-5 market leader and 11-to-4 second favourite on Hill's very first show. But I think she could outrun those odds because she's in cheek pieces for the first time, and her sire Goldwell has a particular good record with this headgear, particularly in bumpers and over fences. 8 winners from 30 starts, strike rate of just under 27%. And a good profit of, as he looks at his computer, £117.38 to a £1 level stake at SB. Those figures boosted by a 66-to-1 winner at Bangor, but if you take that extreme SP out, there's still a good profit there. So the return to Thurles and the application of headgear for the first time could bring a bit of improvement from Augusta Gold here, and at 7-to-1 I think rate's a fair bet. It's just a shame there's only 7 runners and not 8 runners for the each way angle for this consistent mare. At Ayr, no sort of strong individual fancies here, but I will be doing some sort of multiple with the Sandy Thompson runners. Now I've talked about this yard before on these videos, and in particular how well Sandy Thompson does with his runners in the peak winter period, which are judged to be the 1st of November until the end of February. If we go back to the start of 2013, if we just bet all his runners in that time frame, we'd have found 64 winners from 324 bets, 20% strike rate, and a huge profit of over £180 to a £1 level stake. Again, there's a couple of sort of 50-to-1 shots in there, but even if you take those out, there's still a good profit. He had a 25-to-1 winner at Newcastle recently, and he was firing in the winners as recently as Friday with Buckled at Musselburgh. So I'm recording this before Saturday's racing, and he had 2 there, 2 at Haydock, so one of those Geronimo I bet, so hopefully that one's also added to gains. So 4 runners for Sandy Thompson at Ayr, all of interest, and but yeah, the main play would be Augusta Gold in that 320 at Thurles, in addition to 2 bets that I put up at Wolverhampton in my blog: Blazon in the 1250 and Star Ascending in the 410, the races that bookend the card at Wolverhampton. I've also done those in an each way double. That's it from me until next week. Have a great weekend and best of luck if you're having a punt. Cheers.